This is the map, the one everyone follows to become an AI engineer. Every step lit, every step in order, every step in the right place, and every step crowded. Thousands of people are climbing it right now. The same 6 skills, the same 6 steps, the same direction. And to be fair, it does lead somewhere. It leads here. A model someone else built. A bill someone else set. The same bright room everyone else ends up in. But nobody on those stairs is looking at the floor. Because that bright room everyone's climbing toward, it's sitting on something. And that something is where the money actually is. There's a layer underneath it. The layer that runs the model. The serving layer. And almost no one on those stairs has ever looked at it. Nobody draws this step. There's no badge for it. No bootcamp module called the serving layer. So today we're going to do the one thing the roadmap won't. We're going to climb down. Let's be honest about what the roadmap teaches, because none of it is wrong. Python, calling an API, wiring up LangChain, building a RAG pipeline so the model can read your documents. A little fine-tuning. These are real skills. I'm not here to mock them. But look at what they have in common. Every single one is a way to use a model that already exists. You are standing on top of the orb, pressing buttons on it. And here's the uncomfortable part. The layer you're being told to specialize in is the exact same layer the model companies are racing to automate. Better default RAG, built in. Agents, built in. Fine-tuning, turned into a checkbox. And at one major provider, being quietly deprecated. Every quarter, the model learns to press more of its own buttons. The skill that felt cutting edge in a tutorial becomes a setting in a dashboard. That's not a prediction. That's the last 18 months. So you get the worst combination in any market. Supply going up, everybody is learning this. Demand for humans going sideways or down because the tool is eating its own user. Crowded and commoditizing at the same time. That's not a career, that's a queue. And while everyone waits in that queue, almost nobody asks the one question that actually moves your salary. When a company runs one of these models, not in a demo, in production, for real users all day, every day, what does that actually cost them? Because the answer to that question is a whole layer down, and it is enormous. There are 2 moments in a model's life, training and inference. Training is the furnace, enormous, expensive, dramatic, and it happens once. The headlines all live here, the $100 million training runs, the GPU clusters the size of a town. But inference is every time the model actually answers someone, every query, every token, every user, every day for the entire life of the product. It doesn't happen once, it happens forever. And over a deployed model's lifetime, that forever is where most of the money goes. Training is the down payment, inference is the mortgage, and the mortgage never ends. And that mortgage has 3 line items, not Python, not LangChain. 3 numbers nobody on the roadmap ever names. 3 numbers run this layer. Cost per token, because a feature that's magical and unprofitable gets canceled. Latency, because a model that's brilliant but slow feels broken. And reliability, because an orb that goes dark under load takes the whole product with it. Nobody upstairs is working on these. The roadmap doesn't even name them. But these 3 gauges are the entire economics of AI, and someone has to move the needles. And right now, those needles are in terrible places. The hardware this layer runs on, the most expensive silicon ever rented, routinely sits about a third used, a third busy, the rest idle, warm, and billed by the second. 2/3 of a chip you're paying for by the second, doing nothing. So who lives down here? Because someone does, and almost nobody's telling you about them. It's the person who turns 40 cents into 4. Call them what you want, that's the role. The person who takes a model that costs 40 cents a call and makes it cost 4. Who takes a response that arrives in 9 seconds and makes it arrive in 1. Who takes a chip running at 30% and runs it at 80. By batching requests, caching what repeats, quantizing what's heavy, and routing the easy questions to a cheaper model so the expensive one only wakes up when it has to. There's no glamorous name for this job that everyone agrees on. Inference engineer, ML systems, the platform team. Sometimes it doesn't have a title at all. It's just the one person on the team who actually understands what the bill is made of. And here's the asymmetry that should reorganize your entire plan. Up top, thousands of people, one falling price. Down here, very few people and a number on a contract that keeps climbing. Because what this layer saves a company isn't measured in admiration. It's measured in millions of dollars a quarter that don't get spent. You don't get paid for what's hard to learn. You get paid for what's expensive when it's missing. And a serving layer that's slow, costly, and unreliable is catastrophically expensive when it's missing. And the model upstairs is doing real work. I'm not pretending otherwise. Every AI product you've ever used is the bright room standing on the dark one, and the dark one is hiring. So let me be fair to the layer on top, because this is the part people get wrong. The model layer is real engineering. RAG done well is hard. Good prompting is a craft. None of that is worthless. It's just the floor now, not the ceiling. It's what gets you in the door. It is not what gets you the offer. So let's total the audit on the roadmap itself. Python, APIs, LangChain, RAG, fine-tuning. Keep all of it, but understand what it is. It's the cover charge. It gets you into the building. It does not get you the part of the building where the money is kept. And here's the part that's uncomfortable to say out loud, because I think a lot of us did exactly this. We didn't pick the roadmap by measuring where the money was. We picked the roadmap that was on the conference slides, the one in the YouTube thumbnails, the one with a clean 6-step graphic, because a clean 6-step graphic feels like a plan. We learned the layer that demos well, not the layer the bills are written in. We optimized for what looks like progress in a tutorial instead of what looks like leverage in a company. That crowded staircase at the start of this video? It was always crowded. We just liked the lighting up there. The most profitable thing about the AI roadmap isn't the model layer. It's that everyone keeps pointing at it, so nobody looks down. The AI roadmap isn't wrong. It's just incomplete by design. It shows you the layer that's easy to teach and forgets the layer that's hard to staff. And the layer it forgets is the one that survives. Because you can automate a button press. You cannot, yet, automate the person who understands why the whole machine is on fire and which needle to turn first. This is the same sorting happening across the entire industry right now. The model layer is filling up and cooling down. The layer below it, the one that keeps the orb cheap, fast, and alive, is where the demand and the salaries are quietly concentrating. Which leads to the only question that matters once you've seen the floor. Of all the tech disciplines right now, which one actually sits on this layer and survives the cut that's already underway? I broke that down completely, where the $400,000 roles are actually concentrating, and the one discipline most graduates have never even heard of, in the next video. The one discipline that survives the AI purge. Stop climbing the stairs everyone else is climbing. Start looking at the floor.